Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Miss Mavish Haris and I am your maths teacher from Peshawar Model School. This is our 13th lecture, and in this lecture we have to learn about chapter number 2, which is rational numbers, book 7, and we also have to start to solve exercise 2.1 and exercise 2.2. So open your books, boys, and also take pencils in your hand and note down these important definitions and important topics which I will explain you. So get ready, boys. Today our topic is rational numbers, the set of all numbers of the form P by Q. P by Q, where P and Q are the integers and Q is not equal to 0, is called the set of rational numbers. It means these all are the numbers which are written in the form of P by Q, and P and Q, what are P and Q? These are the integers, and the Q is not equal to 0 means in denominators you have not put equal to 0, is called the set of rational numbers. For example, 9, 0, minus 3 by 7, minus 6 by 4, 2 whole 1 by 5 are rational numbers. So, my dear student, you know about the rational numbers. The rational numbers in mathematics, a rational number is a number that can be expressed as a quotient or fraction, P by Q. It is a quotient or fraction, P by Q, of two integers. How many integers? Of two integers, a numerator P and a non-zero denominator Q, and a non-zero denominator Q, means Q is not equal to 0, is called a set of rational numbers. So in our rational numbers, these are related to the other number of sets, the set of natural numbers, which are n is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to so on, the set of whole numbers, w is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 up to so on, the set of integers up to so on, up to minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 up to so on, and the set of the rational numbers that are expressed in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are the integers and Q is not equal to 0. Rational numbers include the fractions and decimal, as well as the natural numbers, whole numbers, and the integers. Now, my dear student, open your book, exercise 2.1, page number 25. The question number 1 is, read the following statement carefully and write T in front of true statement and F in front of false statement. You have to solve question number 1, which is true false, on your book. So open your book and take your pencil in your hands and note down this. Any integer can be expressed in the form of P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0. It's true. You have learned recently. 0 is not a rational number. False. 0 is a rational number. All integers are rational numbers. Yes, true. Rational numbers may be positive or negative. True. In any rational number P by Q, Q may be 0. Q may be 0. It is false. Q not be equal to 0. So note down these true false which you have to solve in your book. Now get ready for question number 2. Show the following rational numbers on a number line. You already know about the number line in your junior classes, and you know well how you can draw here the number line and how you have to represent the number on a number line. So it is very easy when you have to put all the natural numbers on a number line. But in this question, your question is, look at this question, it is in fraction form, that are minus 7 by 2, comma, minus 5 by 2, comma, 2, then 3 by 2, comma, 2 whole 3 by 4. So how we have to apply all these rational numbers on our number line? First we have to draw a line, then we take some range, and then we have to put the negative integers, then 0, and then the positive integers. So negative integers, we have to select that range in which all these rational numbers should be easily located. So we have to decide here. We have to select from -5, then -4. -4 is greater than -5. -3 is greater than -4. -2 is greater than -3. And -1 is greater than -2. 0 is greater than -1. Then +1, +2, +3, +4, +5. So now in my question, you have to see here, the first one is -7 by 2. -7 by 2, you should be easily divided by 7 divided by 2. You get 3.5, -3.5. Now you have to easily find that where -3.5 located. It should be lie between -3 and -4. Now how can we locate -5 by 2? You have to divide 5 divided by 2. Your product should be -2.5, and it should be lie between -2 and -3. So you have between -2 and -3, you have to locate -5 by 2. Then you have to locate +2 easily. Then 3 divided by 2. So you have to divide 3 divided by 2 in your rough work. You got here 1.5, and 1.5 is applied between 1 and 2. So between 1 and 2 you have to put 3 divided by 2. Then your question should be in mixed form. How you have to convert in? For 2 times 8, 8 plus 3 you got 11. 11 divided by 4. Your product is 2.75. So it should become between 2 and 3, and it is close to the 3. So on that location you have to put 2 whole 3 by 4. So it's very simple how you have to convert rational numbers into decimal, and then you have to locate on these locations. Now open your books and get ready for exercise 2.2. These are the also very simple question, which are the LCM form question. You have already do this question in class 6, class 5, so it is very easy for you. So my dear student, look at this question. Solve 1 by 2 plus 5 by 8. Now in this question, first of all, we have to see the denominators. If the denominators are same, we don't take the LCM. But whenever the denominators are not same, we have to take the LCM. So in this question, our denominators are not same, and we have to take the LCM of 2 and 8 in our rough work. So what is the LCM of 2 and 8? It is the 8. So our LCM is 8. You can easily solve the LCM of 2 and 8. So it is very simple. 2 1 times 2, 2 4 times 8. Then again we have to solve it from 2, 2 2 times 4, and 2 1 times 2. So it's mean 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 2. So our product is 8. So the LCM is 8. How can we make the denominator same? By finding that in table of 2, from where 8 is located, 2 is come in table of 8 by 2 4 times 8. So we have to multiply 4 with denominator and same with numerator. So you have to multiply 4 with both, with denominator and with numerator. So 1 multiply by 4 and 2 multiply by 4, plus again in table of 8 you have to easily find from where 8 should be lie. 8 1 times 8. Again you have to multiply with 1 with same denominator and numerator. Then 5 multiply by 1. So how can we make the denominator same? By making it 2 4 times 8 and 8 1 times 8. Then 1 4 times 4, 2 4 times 8, plus 5 1 times 5, 8 1 times 8. Now our denominators are same. We have to add these rational numbers. Then 4 plus 5, it should be 9 divided by 8. How? Then you have to convert into mixed fraction. 1 whole 1 by 8 is your answer. Now come to the complete all these remaining parts same by doing these LCM. Now our next topic is additive inverse property. The sum of a number and its additive inverse is 0, where 0 is the additive identity. It should be also helpful in your objective. So what is the additive identity? 0 is the additive identity for every number A a plus, so the positive a inverse is minus a. Whenever we have to solve it, plus minus minus, so a minus a, we got here 0, where 0 is the additive identity. Now in question number 6, find the additive inverse of minus 10. My dear student, whenever you have to solve the additive inverse, you have to change their sign. If there is minus sign, minus should be converted into plus sign, and if there is a plus sign, you have to convert plus sign into minus sign. Now look at this. In this question, we have to find the additive inverse of minus 10. So we write here the solution. Additive inverse of minus 10. So what is the additive inverse of minus 10? That is plus 10. We have to just change their sign. If there is minus, you have to convert this minus into plus sign, and if there is positive sign, you have to convert into negative sign. Now you have to put in same like the equation, like minus 10 plus 10. Minus 10 is your question, and what is the additive inverse of minus 10? Which is plus 10. So minus plus minus, so it is equal to 0, where 0 is the additive identity. Hope you have to understand well, and you have to complete your exercise 2.1 and 2.2. Thank you.